Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Medicare Monday. I'm your host, Joseph Katz, here again with CoverRight co-founder Richard Chan. How are you today, Richard?
Hi, Joseph. Well, as always, excited to talk about our topic today for Medicare.
Excellent. Most excellent. So we've run some webinars, we've done these videos for a while, and there's some questions that keep coming back up about timing. So let's talk about timing. Why shouldn't someone wait until the last minute to sign up for Medicare?
Yeah, that's a good question, and there's a few reasons for that. So I think many people know that when you're turning 65, there's this enrollment period that enables you to enroll in Medicare. So one of the main things that you have to be aware of is if you want a private plan, such as a Medicare supplement plan or a Medicare Advantage plan, you need to first have had your original Medicare A and B in place, which means you need to have signed up for original Medicare A and B. That process sometimes happens automatically if you're already taking Social Security. But if not, then you have to proactively sign up, and it can take sometimes 3 weeks, sometimes longer with COVID, with other situations, like we've seen that extend out. And so if you leave it too late, you might have a situation where you can't get the coverage that you want in time for the effective date that you're looking for.
And to be clear, even though you apply for Social Security, you could still be late in signing up for Medicare.
So yeah, it depends when you signed up for Social Security. So if you signed up and were already on Social Security, say at least 4 or 5 months before your 65th birthday, then generally that's okay. They'll automatically enroll you in Medicare. If you're at that 4 to 5 month mark, or you're still working, for whatever reason you're not taking Social Security, you actually have to proactively sign up, and that's where some of the timeline issues do crop up.
So let's talk for a second or two about those timeline issues. Someone's initial enrollment period, it's that 7-month window around their birthday. They say, okay, I'm going to wait to the end of the month of my birthday. So they still have 3 months past. But if you're saying that Social Security process could take 3 or 4 months, it's possible that they will sign up for Medicare late and incur penalties. Is that correct?
It's not as bad as that. I mean, if you apply for Medicare during that 3-month period, they will count it towards you apply within your initial enrollment period. What the problem it creates is if you don't have your Medicare number, like I said, it's difficult to sign up for a private plan because those private insurance carriers will want that number in order to put you in a plan. So you may have, for example, original Medicare coverage from the date that you said you wanted to start, but then you might have to wait another month or another couple of months in order to get into your private plan.
Can you still get into that private plan without penalty?
Yes. So what you need to do, without penalty, yes, you can do that. The question is, once you pass, for example, your initial enrollment period ends in June, and for some reason you sign up in June and you don't get your Medicare card until July, call it August, then there may be just some additional hoops you have to jump through, because the private carrier then has to go, well, was it actually effective as of X date within your initial enrollment period or not?
So it just could delay the coverage or create extra paperwork.
Yeah.
If someone waits to the end, are there potential problems with the carriers on the private side that could delay their sign up?
Typically not, other than, like I said, they will typically not allow you to sign up unless you have that Medicare number and your A and B start dates. Now, that's probably going to be the one that's going to hold everyone up. Like, once you have those, you can sign up relatively quickly. And then, like I said, if you pass your 7 months and you still don't have your card yet, then maybe some extra hoops to go through to just prove that you did sign up during your initial enrollment period and you haven't missed it.
So there's obviously some logistical issues to think about in terms of timing. So starting the process sooner than later is obviously in someone's best interest. What
Yeah.
about selecting the plan? I know there's a lot of nuance. We've talked about some of the differences in types of plans. Waiting to the last minute, what do you think? If my final date to sign up is, April 30th, when should I be making that decision and evaluating?
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, if your birthday is in April, let's say April 30th is the date that you want to have it ready by. So a lot of Medicare plans start on the first of the month, so it would start 1st of April. I mean, you'd probably want to have had your Medicare private plan enrollment, call it no later than 2 to 3 weeks before the beginning of April, ideally earlier. There are some things, if you're relatively healthy, you're just going to buy a Medicare supplement plan and a drug plan, you can get that done relatively quickly. But we have situations where, we'll run the drug costs, and the drugs cost a significant amount regardless of which plan you go with. And we've had clients actually go back to their doctors and go, okay, are there other generics or are there other prescriptions that I can take? And then we will rerun the numbers for them and select a better plan. So there's situations like that come up. We'd always recommend, you want to start your process 3 to 6 months before, get your original Medicare as soon as you can, and then give yourself a month to just go through the plans, have a look, and then make a confident selection.
So even though many people like to procrastinate, what you're saying is don't, because there's too many things that could go wrong or create confusion at the end of the finish line for your Medicare sign up.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It's not good to leave it last minute. It creates logistics issues. It creates additional hoops they have to jump through, and not only that, obviously, it just creates general anxiety when you actually have to go through it. It actually probably makes the situation worse.
I'm anxious and have a few years. No, I'm just kidding. Richard, I appreciate it. Obviously, if people have specific questions, they could, play around on the CoverRight platform and or reach out to the team. They can check out learning.coverright.com with lots of video tutorials and other information. They could reach out to hello@coverright.com and someone will get back to them, or they just go to the website and click get started and, kick the tires on their own and put in their dates of birth, doctors, prescriptions, come back with, the plans that make sense for them. So appreciate your time. Appreciate you building the product. And, we're here to help anyone who needs that help. So have a great day and we'll see you next week.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thanks everyone for listening.